Hello, and welcome to English Podcast with Missy. Here we learn English for real life. Clear, slow, and simple. Let's learn English together. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hello, everyone. It's Missy. Welcome back to our cozy English learning corner. Today, I want to share a story about moving to a new place. Moving can be exciting, but it can also be stressful and emotional. We leave behind familiar streets, neighbors, and routines, and we begin a new chapter in a different environment. As we listen to today's story, we'll also practice the past continuous tense, which helps us describe actions that were happening at a specific moment in the past. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's begin today's story. A few years ago, I decided to move to a new apartment. At that time, I was living in a small apartment near my workplace. When I first moved there, it seemed perfect. The rent was affordable, the location was convenient, and I could walk to work every day. However, things gradually changed. The building was becoming noisier as more people moved in. Construction work was taking place nearby, and loud sounds often filled the streets from early morning until evening. One evening, I was sitting by the window after work while traffic was moving slowly below. As I was drinking a cup of tea, I realized that I no longer felt comfortable in the apartment. The space also felt smaller than before. Books were filling my shelves, clothes were occupying every corner of my closet, and my work materials were taking over my desk. While I was looking around the room, I started imagining what it would be like to live somewhere larger and brighter. That night, I was browsing apartment listings online when I found a place that immediately caught my attention. The photos showed large windows, bright rooms, and a beautiful park nearby. As I was looking at the pictures, I could already imagine myself walking through that park on weekends. The more I looked at the listing, the more excited I became. The next morning, I contacted the landlord and arranged a visit. For the first time in months, I felt hopeful about making a change. A few days later, I visited the apartment. The weather was warm and sunny. As I was walking toward the building, I noticed people enjoying the park nearby. Children were playing on the grass. Cyclists were riding along the paths, and families were relaxing under the trees. The neighborhood immediately felt peaceful. When I entered the apartment building, I felt nervous and excited at the same time. The landlord greeted me warmly and showed me upstairs. As we were walking through the hallway, sunlight was shining through the windows. Then the landlord opened the apartment door. I stepped inside and paused for a moment. The apartment was beautiful. Natural light was filling every room. The living room felt open and welcoming. The kitchen was larger than the one in my current apartment, and the bedroom had a wonderful view of the park. While the landlord was explaining the rental conditions, I was quietly looking around. I imagined where I would place my sofa. I imagined where my bookshelves would go. I even imagined drinking coffee near the window every morning. Outside, birds were singing while leaves were moving gently in the breeze. As I was standing by the window, I felt surprisingly calm. By the end of the visit, I already knew I wanted to live there. That evening, I signed the rental agreement. My new adventure was officially beginning. The following week was extremely busy. Every evening after work, I was packing boxes. At first, I thought packing would be simple. However, I quickly realized how many things I had collected over the years. While I was sorting through my belongings, I found items that I had completely forgotten about. I discovered old photographs from school, birthday cards from friends, and souvenirs from trips I had taken years earlier. As I was looking through these memories, I often stopped working. Sometimes I sat on the floor and smiled while reading old letters. Other times, I laughed while remembering funny moments from the past. One evening, while I was organizing a bookshelf, I found a journal I had written several years before. I opened it and started reading. Soon, 30 minutes had passed. Then an hour passed. Instead of packing, I was completely lost in old memories. Meanwhile, boxes were sitting empty around me. Packing was taking much longer than I expected. Still, there was something comforting about revisiting those memories. They reminded me of how much I had grown and changed. By the end of the week, nearly everything was packed. The apartment looked strange. Boxes were stacked against the walls, furniture was disappearing, and the rooms felt emptier every day. As moving day approached, my excitement continued to grow. Finally, moving day arrived. I woke up early because I had so much energy. The movers arrived at 8 o'clock in the morning. While they were carrying boxes downstairs, I was checking every room carefully. I wanted to make sure nothing was left behind. The movers worked quickly. As they were loading furniture into the truck, I was cleaning shelves and empty cabinets. Soon, my apartment began to look completely different. The walls seemed larger without furniture. The rooms echoed when I walked through them. While the workers were finishing their tasks, I stood quietly in the living room. Sunlight was entering through the windows just as it had on my first day there. For a moment, memories filled my mind. I remembered decorating the apartment. I remembered inviting friends over for dinner. I remembered quiet evenings spent reading books near the window. As I was thinking about those memories, I felt emotional. I was excited about the future, but I was also saying goodbye to an important part of my life. Before leaving, I took a final photograph. Then I locked the door and walked downstairs. A new chapter was waiting for me. The drive to my new apartment felt surprisingly short. When we arrived, the neighborhood was full of life. Children were playing in the park. People were walking their dogs. Neighbors were chatting outside nearby buildings. While the movers were unloading boxes, I was deciding where everything should go. The living room quickly filled with furniture. Boxes covered the floor. For a while, it looked impossible to organize everything. As the movers were assembling furniture, I was unpacking kitchen supplies. Plates, cups, and cooking tools slowly found their places. Hours passed quickly. By late afternoon, the apartment was beginning to look more organized. My sofa was in place. My bed was assembled. My bookshelves were standing against the walls. While I was arranging books, sunlight was shining through the windows. The apartment felt warm and welcoming. Even though many boxes still remained unopened, I could already imagine my future there. The space was slowly becoming my home. That evening, after the movers left, the apartment became very quiet. I was exhausted. Many boxes were still waiting to be unpacked, but I decided to stop working for the day. I prepared a simple dinner and sat near the window. Outside, city lights were glowing in the distance. People were walking through the park while dogs were running happily across the grass. As I was eating dinner, I looked around my new home. Everything felt unfamiliar. The sounds were different. The view was different. Even the smell of the building was different. For a brief moment, I felt lonely. Moving to a new place meant leaving behind familiar routines. While I was sitting quietly, I wondered how long it would take before this apartment truly felt like home. Then I reminded myself that every home begins as a new place. No one feels completely comfortable on the first day. As the evening continued, I started feeling more relaxed. I unpacked a few personal items, including photographs and decorations. Once those familiar objects were around me, the apartment felt warmer. Before going to bed, I stood by the window one last time. The city was shining beneath the night sky. I smiled and felt hopeful. The next weekend, I decided to explore the neighborhood. The weather was perfect. As I was walking through the park, I noticed how lively the area was. Families were enjoying picnics. Children were laughing and playing games. Cyclists were riding along winding paths. The atmosphere felt friendly and welcoming. While I was exploring, I discovered a small cafe near the park entrance. The smell of fresh coffee drifted through the air. I decided to go inside. As I was sitting near the window with a cup of coffee, I watched people passing by outside. Some were exercising. Others were chatting with friends. Everyone seemed relaxed. Later, I continued walking. I found a bookstore filled with interesting novels. I found a bakery selling fresh bread and pastries. I found a small grocery store just a few minutes from my apartment. While I was exploring these places, I felt increasingly comfortable. The neighborhood no longer felt unfamiliar. Instead, it felt full of possibilities. Every street seemed to offer something new to discover. One of the best parts of moving was meeting new neighbors. A few days after moving in, I was carrying groceries upstairs when a woman from the apartment next door introduced herself. She was friendly and welcoming. While we were talking, she recommended several local restaurants and shops. Over the following weeks, I met more neighbors. One evening, while I was checking my mailbox, a neighbor invited me to a small community gathering. I decided to attend. The event took place in a shared garden near the building. People were introducing themselves, sharing stories, and enjoying snacks together. As I was listening to their conversations, I felt more connected to the community. Everyone seemed kind and supportive. By the end of the evening, I had learned many names and made several new friends. While people were saying goodbye and heading home, I realized something important. The apartment itself was wonderful, but it wasn't the only reason I felt happy. The people around me were helping transform a new place into a true home. Moving had felt stressful at first. There had been boxes, uncertainty, and many changes. But as I was walking back to my apartment that night, I felt grateful. The unfamiliar streets were becoming familiar. The new apartment was becoming home. And a new chapter of my life was just beginning. Today's grammar focus was the past continuous tense. We use the past continuous to describe actions that were happening at a specific moment in the past. Structure: subject plus was slash were plus, verb plus ing. Examples from today's story. I was packing boxes. The movers were carrying furniture downstairs. Children were playing in the park. Neighbors were chatting outside. We also use past continuous for two actions happening at the same time. While I was unpacking kitchen supplies, the movers were assembling furniture. As I was exploring the neighborhood, families were having picnics. The past continuous helps make stories more vivid because it allows us to describe what was happening around a person at a particular moment. Try creating your own examples after listening to this episode. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. In this episode, we followed a journey of moving to a new place. From making the decision to move, packing belongings, saying goodbye to an old home, and slowly building a new life in a new neighborhood. Remember, moving can be challenging, but it can also open the door to new opportunities, new friendships, and new experiences. Keep practicing your English every day, and don't be afraid to embrace new beginnings. Whether it's moving to a new place, starting a new hobby, or learning new vocabulary. I'm Missy, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, keep learning, and have a wonderful day.